Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another episode of Cultural Awareness. Man. I thought about telling you the story of the day today, but I decided not to. I'm just going to go ahead and say something that might be a little bit too African because I'm going to be using some animal to help you get motivated today. So, that being said, I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm going to just go away. Last episode, I talked about changing your mindset, and I guess I got a lot of writing asking me like, what did I mean by that, or like, what do I mean by changing your state of mind? Okay, so I decided today to use two birds to illustrate what I meant by it. I'm going to use a vulture and an eagle. So keep that in mind. Both of them technically are ranked as vulture, but there's a big difference between a vulture and an eagle. Matter of fact, an eagle is called an old vulture. But stay with me. I'm going to tell you some analogy that is going to maybe look crazy because obviously I listened to it from a wise, I believe his name is Oban, and he's a very successful, very wealthy and successful man. I believe he might be from Nigeria, something like that, Nigeria or Ghana, but I think he's from Nigeria. So, Nigeria or Ghana, yeah, I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to hopefully use this analogy of bird to help you get motivated. So, that being said, do you know the difference between an eagle and a vulture? Well, the biggest difference is that one kills and one just eats. A vulture will only eat dead animal or animal that are already weak and sick. That is the type of animal that a vulture will eat. And in Africa, matter of fact, they say that a vulture can sense dead animal or fresh dead animal from like 5 kilometers away. That means what? Let me just go ahead and talk about a vulture first. So in a vulture, you have three types of vulture. You have a white neck vulture, you have a black neck vulture, and you have a red neck vulture. And what is the difference? Well, the white neck vulture is a gifted one because he can smell up to 5 kilometers away, right? So he's the one that smells something, and every time he smells something, he tries to go to that source. That's why whenever you see a dead animal, you will see a lot of black vulture turning around it and making circle or whatever in the sky around it. That's how you know there's something dead over there. But when he gets there, because he has a gift of smell, there's another vulture that will follow him. That will be called the black neck vulture. The black neck actually cannot smell. They will follow the white neck because they cannot smell. They will go out there. They will follow the white red neck vulture just because they know that there's food there. If the white neck vulture is heading there, that means that there's potential food wherever he's going. So they will follow him. Now, you also have a red neck vulture that has a long neck and a long back that allow him to just tear food apart. And so the white neck and the black neck vulture will get to the food, but they will not touch it. They will wait for the red neck vulture to come there and tear that food apart because he has a longer neck and he has a longer back that allow him to just cut off food. That's why they wait for him. So he cut out food and the other vulture get to eat. Now, that is a vulture. So, why do I tell you the story of those vulture? Because remember, I said that there's a difference between a vulture and an eagle. So, I'm telling you the story of a vulture first. In Africa, they say, if you rely only on your salary, then you are suffering from a vulture mentality. Most older people or people that have been successful in Africa have worked for other people and then went on to create their own business and be successful, or they have worked for people and they save their money and use that money to invest in something else that will be able to provide them wealth whenever they retire. That is an ego mentality. But if you are only relying on whatever you are getting paid, so you work all these hours, you may be working a day, 8 hours a day or 9 hours a day, and then you get tired when you get at home. You gotta sleep. So you working. If you add it in the seven, like you working up at least 70 to 71% for someone else, and you get home, you are tired. So the other rest of the percentage out of the 29%, you might only get what, 1% to yourself, because you gotta sleep, you have other chores that are calling your name that you gotta go and handle. So you're spending your whole life working for somebody, and at the end of the day, for that person to decide whether they are going to pay you or not. My brother, if that's what you are doing with your life, then you are suffering from a vulture mentality, and that have to stop. You are in a what we call a rat race that cannot keep going. So, if you are not a vulture, what should you be? You should be an eagle. An eagle kills for its food. An eagle doesn't eat dead bird. An eagle always kills. An eagle likes to eat fresh. And that is the big difference between an eagle and a vulture. Vulture eat dead, eagle eat fresh. They like to kill to eat. And let me tell you, an eagle has a ritual it does, I believe, when they get, like an eagle can live up to 70 years. And it has a ritual that it does when it gets around, I guess, let's say 40 years. What does it do? It find, like an eagle always find like a highest mountain top, like a peak mountain, like very high, when it reaches 40 years. This is, I guess, a way for them to rejuvenate themselves. They go on top of that mountain. They break their back, what allowed them to eat. So there's a lot of blood on the back, and his mouth is broken, and he cannot eat. I believe they spend up to 150 days on top of that mountain. No food, no water. They pull out all the feather from their arms. They poke it so that there's a lot of blood coming out. That is all it will drink for at least 150 days. They say the cold will hit it hard. It will suffer. The eyes will turn red. But when that ritual is over and he is hungry and the back started to come back, because it was broken, or they broke it, and it heals. And when it comes down from the top of that mountain, oh Lord, give help whatever rat it found on its way, or whatever chicken it found on its way, because it's going to devour it. It's not going to play around. If you want to be successful, you must first be hungry. It doesn't go any further than that. You have to be hungry. Full mouth are not hungry. If your mouth is full, then you don't have the same mentality or the same type of hustle like someone who's hungry. Have you ever realized that it's when you are broke that your mind becomes clear? Trust me, it happened to me many times. You have first to go through pain. So welcome pain in your life, because that is the only way for you to become successful. No pain, no success. It will be painful, like an eagle. Could you imagine 150 days without eating? And now your whole body becomes fresh and everything. And you're coming from the top of that mountain. Oh, Lord have mercy, because it will just kill. It's not looking to play around. When it's coming from the top of that mountain, after 150 days without food or drink, it's ready to kill. That is how you must think about your life. Be an eagle. Do not suffer from a vulture mentality. That is a big difference among the two birds. You have to be hungry. It will be painful. Surround yourself with the right type of people. Do not just be a follower of a white neck vulture. Be like an eagle. Go hunt. Fight hard for what you want. That is the only way to be successful. Snoop Dogg said, if you want to, I believe he says, like, if you believe in the stress, you must believe in success. So you have to eat. Success is very stressful. You have to work hard to be successful. Pain will lead you to success. That is just the way it is. Because the more pain you endure, the more solution you try to find. My brother and my sister, wherever you are, get out of the rat race. Find a way to be an eagle even within your company. What does that mean? You need to find a way to take some of your money and invest it somewhere else so you have two sources of income. Start a business. A lot of people think you need an office to start a business. No, you can start a business from your couch, from your house. Matter of fact, most businesses have been started from a garage. Ask Steve Jobs. Ask, what can I say, Elon Musk. Ask, who else? Jeff Bezos. These are people. Ask Bill Gates. These are people that started their business from their garage. Most successful business start that way because you do not have all the money. Even if they give you $100 million to start a business, guess what? You will fail. You have no experience. It's until you go to zero that you must go back to 100. You have to find a way. Yes, you're working 9 to 5. Does that mean you should not work for somebody? No. But when you are working for somebody, find a way to become an eagle. Learn as much as you can so you can go and start your own business. That's all I'm saying. I work for people, but I have my own side hustle on the side that allow me to have more than one source of income. Am I where I need to be? No. That's what. If I'm renting, I'm not where I need to be. But everything I gain, I usually try to invest it so that maybe in my years, maybe year 40, I will have a lot more. Then you can afford the lifestyle you want. Have that ego mentality. You are here to hunt. Until your mouth is full, you must be hungry and you must hunt. That's all I wanted to give you today, my brother. A message. Be an eagle, do not be a vulture. A vulture mentality is what make people keep people in the same place and keep them poor for the rest of their life because they are working for another man like you. Your whole life you spend working for someone else, and when you retire, guess what? You don't have enough money to even pay for your own hospital bill. No. Invest your money. Save to invest. Learn as much as you can so you can start your own. Be your own. Get your own. Be independent. That being said, if you like this podcast episode, feel free to let me know so I can post more like this. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for listening to yours truly. It was Big Steph. God bless. Peace.